So fresh news just in, there's two, at least two, by the way, there evidently is more, they just don't have the names for them, but two Tower Hamlets councillors have now been outed as standing for election in Bangladesh, for the Bangladesh election, which is due to take place in February 2026, where one of the councillors hasn't been at a council meeting for months because they're in Bangladesh campaigning. Now that's a bit strange. Now there are, as I say, at least one other unnamed one, so we're at three already, we just don't know the names of the other one, and they're anticipated to be even more, which is bonkers when you think about it. From one council in the whole of the United Kingdom, they've got two, going on three, and potentially more of their councillors who are wanting to stand election in a foreign country. Now, two of the ones that are already named, they've got a wee bit of a questionable past with a connection to someone who has been banned from elections through to some really odd things. So the two councillors are Councillor Sabina Khan. She's a Mile End ward. She was elected as a Labour councillor in 2026 but defected to Aspire party last year. She's been actively campaigning for the BNP, that's the Bangladeshi National Party nomination, and has reportedly missed months of local council meetings due to time spent in Bangladesh. Now, local residents, they've been voicing frustrations about this, with one saying, most of the time she's in Bangladesh. She should resign. We elected her to represent us, not Bangladesh. That kind of sounds like quite a fair opinion. Now, the other councillor, Ohid Ahmed, is a male, he's in the Lansbury ward. He's an independent councillor now, who was previously with Labour, who elected him in 2002, and then Tower Hamlets first in 2014, and then Aspire. This is a bit you need to listen to. This Aspire thing has got a connection with both of them, and its former founder, who actually founded it with Ohid Ahmed, the guy that's wanting to bugger off to Bangladesh. Anyway, he left Aspire last year, and he's also seeking a BNP, same party, candidacy. Now, at least one other unnamed councillor has been indicated as having expressed an interest in running, although there are others rumoured to be running. So we could have more councillors in meetings in Bangladesh or campaigning in Bangladesh than sitting at meetings in Tower Hamlets. Now, the UK Minister of Housing, Communities and Local Government, he called the situation unacceptable, emphasising that councillors must uphold principles of integrity, objectivity, accountability to their local constituents. You know, the ones that voted them in, the ones that they're getting paid to represent, those ones, right? Tower Hamlets Council noted that UK law doesn't automatically disqualify someone from local office for running abroad. But the Aspire party stated Khan would step down if elected in Bangladesh. Imagine that. How awful noble of you. Local elections in the boroughs are not due until May 2026. So the Bangladeshi ones are February. If these people get in, you would imagine they'll bugger off. And the new councils are due for election months later. Anyway, the story has sparked wider debate on social media, with some people framing it as evidence of sectarianism in UK politics, given Tower Hamlets' large Bangladeshi community. And the UK media are picking up on it. Now, so as I say, the next ones are February 2026, and there's been a bit of scandally type stuff going on with the two of these people. Because Sabina, she defected from Labour to Aspire in 2023, and had recently faced backlash, primarily over extended campaigning in Bangladesh, obviously. And this has been described in a scandal in the media, with plenty of calls for a resignation, particularly from local Labour figures, oddly enough, who argue she's drawn a council salary while prioritising foreign politics. Now, I wonder what the laws are in Bangladesh. Do you need to be a Bangladeshi citizen to stand for office? That would be interesting then, because then you would be like, okay, well, what are you? Now, she's a key ally of a guy called Lutfar Rahman, who I'd done a video about many months ago. And the Inspire party which was formed after Rahman's disqualification due to electoral corruption. Now, Khan's official party affiliations tie her indirectly to him, obviously, into the broader scandal that came with that, although she wasn't found any guilt in the fraud findings in the 2015 trial. However, Ohim Ahmed, he's been a long-serving independent councillor who's got a history of switching parties. He was Labour in 2006, then Tower Hamlets first, then Aspire, and he has deep connections with these past controversies. He served as a deputy mayor under Lufter Rahman, the guy that was done for fraud, right? During the 2014 mayor elections, which a 2015 High Court ruling deemed corrupt. So these two get put in as the mayor and the deputy mayor, and later on the Lufter guy get popped out because of corruption in the actual elections. They were deemed corrupt because cited bribery, undue influence, personation and smear campaigns that led to his disqualification. While Ahmed was not personally named in the court findings, his close role in the administration drew scrutiny, and later, hear this, he co-founded Aspire with Rahman 2 years later. Quite tight, aren't they? Now, more recently, Ahmed tried to join the Labour Party 2023, and he sparked allegations of institutional corruption within Tower Hamlets Labour, with critics questioning whether the party was overlooking his ties to the Rahman scandal. He also faced 2013 accusations of threatening legal action against a local blogger who was critical of campaigning. Do I count as a blogger? I wonder if I do in some people's eyes, because, you know, people having actions against them for being critical towards councillors. Heaven forbid that should catch on. More about that later. And it fueled perceptions of intimidation tactics by this guy who's still a councillor and is trying to get a job as in Bangladesh Parliament. Behind me is Glasgow Sheriff Court, one of Europe's busiest courts. And because of that fact, we'll see every week several members of the public and podcasters, etc., facing trials in here for a number of things. However, an increase in number for posts on social media, videos on YouTube, etc., etc., etc. And for that reason and that reason alone, I believe it would make sense for everybody who does podcasts as a minimum to join the Free Speech Union, because they will help protect you when the law turns on you. That doesn't give you carte blanche to say what you want as a member, but it does give you the protection to help you when the law goes wrong. This is not now only something that should be considered by podcasters, because we are seeing more and more people each day arrested. Normal people who don't even see themselves as civilian journalists arrested for posts on social media. So it makes sense to join the Free Speech Union, because we live in this country in 2025. And like Khan, his current BNP campaigning has amplified ongoing debates about divided loyalties. These issues highlight persistent tensions in the Tower Hamlet politics, often linked to the borough's diverse Bangladeshi community and Rahman's enduring influence. No criminal charges have been filed against either councillor personally in connection with these matters. Crivens, help me Bob. What are we dealing with here? If you want to be a Bangladeshi politician, you'd think you would be there. And it appears that at least one of them is there. And that's causing a problem, because they're getting paid to be a councillor over here. So you do wonder where the loyalties lie, and should they be unsuccessful in their bid to get into the Bangladeshi candidates list and indeed the Parliament, well, they just go, okay, I'll just be a councillor, I quite like Tower Hamlets after all. This is bonkers. Now, I don't think, or I know there's no law against this sort of thing, but have a bit of dignity, folks, please, you're politicians. You're not, or shouldn't be immune from a bit of dignity, some standards and decorum. If you want others to see this video, please click the thumbs up. Put your comments below, hit the share button. If you've not already done so, or you think you have, double check that you've hit the subscribe button, because some people are finding they become unsubscribed, miraculously. However, more important than all that, as long as you're not the type of person that wants to be British but I'll be Bangladeshi if the wages are more, not you, but see everybody else, have a great day. Cheery bye now.